Welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft It's Better Together. This is test
Nice
11, I do
job!
believe.
Test 11 already. I guess you got more brains than a brain pie. Oh, brain pie. Perfect. Care to donate?
So, GLADFosh wants our brain for a lovely, scrummy, yummy brain pie. Now, this challenge is very, very difficult. You have one guy down there. You kind of have to move a sand block into a hole using pistons, and then have it go down a hole and hit a pressure plate kind of thing. And these levers control various pistons. Mag's come up to have a look to see what's going on up here, but we could not, for the life of us, figure out how to do this. So we just ended up punching a hole in the glass and just lobbing stuff down there trying to activate it. I think Mag actually managed to activate it using the red wool. My golden apple didn't do anything, but this challenge is incredibly difficult. I even went back and like punched a hole in the wall and in the glass myself in single player and tried to solve it myself. And I couldn't figure out how to do it, so to save, we could have been here for days trying to solve this one puzzle. It is incredibly tricky. I'm pretty sure it's got a solution, but you have to move the pistons around, you have to push the pistons so that the piston can then grab or push another block, or something like that. It's really, really difficult, so we don't blame ourselves for cheating a little bit. But we managed to get the door open by cheating. Less said about that, the better. So you kind of run around the outside, and Mag's just... I don't know what he's done there. Has he punched a hole through that? How did he get over that fence? Hacks. He's kind of setting everything on fire. So once again, nice big set of ladders. Mag's going to set everything on fire as we travel up these enormous ladders. Oh, okay, he's going to set some TNT as well. So we're going to get a move on whilst he just destroys the bottom of this huge tower here. There we go. Dutifully breaking things and having fun with item, is it 64 or 46, I think? 46, 64 or 46, that's what you want. And smack the lever and head down, punch the glass out. So, on to test 12.
Now it's time to swing, baby, because this test includes some la-loo-loo-loo.
Yeah, right, GLADFosh cannot sing to save her life. I spot a jumping puzzle on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and try this. Mag's running over, having a look at the buttons, I do believe. It's kind of like a musical puzzle. You have to go up the top. I think I've gone the wrong way to get this. I think there's an easy way to get up here. I think there's a ladder or something. There's one right there, so I could have come up here a different way. But for some reason I decided to go this way. There's a button that you need to press. You'll get a little jingle from it. You'll see that in a moment after I'm done falling through this spider web. And you press the button. Actually, no, this is a secret little area, so you've got the cake in there. He doesn't believe it. He can actually find the cake. It's just like another little hidden area. So I'll be back to the game eventually. I look at that code and kind of try and memorize it because I think it might be handy later on. But I don't think it was. I don't think we ever used that. So anyway, what you're supposed to do is there's a ladder here which takes you up. And there's a button to press and it plays you a jingle. You have to try and memorize the jingle. If you can hear it. I didn't hear it. But we have to activate it first. There we go. Now the redstone torch is on and then we can hear the jingle. Bum 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 bum. It's kind of glitched out on ours because if you can hear that, the first two notes play at exactly the same time. Kind of like in a little chord. So we need to remember the June, or the tune. This Magga corrects himself. So there's my first note. Because I'm pretty confident I've got the note down. I've got it memorized. But because of those first two notes playing at the same time, it's actually that lower note that came first. So that is the final answer, I do believe. You have to remember that, and me and Mag talk about it and say, was it glitched out for you? And it was glitched out for me, so what am I saying? Stupid ballsed up note timing. Because the first two notes playing at the same time really put me off, because all I could hear was the higher pitched note. I couldn't hear the lower pitched note, so I was like, well, there's only 4 notes. Dun 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 dun, that's 4 notes. So it confused us a little bit, took us a little bit longer than it should have done. But what you saw back then was the code to get it right, so we'll punch out the glass and fall through the floor and go to bed again. So on to, is it test 13 now? I'm losing count. It's crazy.
If you have a triscardicophobia, don't turn around now.
And trixidecaphobia is, of course, a fear of the number 13, so this is test 13. 13 of God knows how many. So, big empty room, load of water. Yeah, let's swim up the water, why not? So, well, it takes quite a while because you're swimming against the current, but you get up there. Cannot remember what's up there now. Have to wait and see. What's up here? Ah, yeah, it's this. So we've got wool. Mag's got the lighter, I think. So burn the wool out of the way. In each of the corners, there's a set of levers, and you have to. I'm not sure. I think we just got it by sheer fluke, but there might be a special way of doing it. But just run around hitting levers until all the water turns off, and you'll see what to do next. So I'm just trying to hit that lever behind me, seeing what it does. Ah, it turns off the water, I'm thinking. So yeah, it's simple. Just run around, hit all the levers. No, it's not the way it works. You have to hit them in some sort of order. I don't know what order you have to hit them in. I still say we got this completely by fluke. Just by randomly pressing levers and getting them to go off at the right time. But eventually we get it, and all the water's turned off. There we go. About to turn this one off. So it might be a case of the lever you press or switch controls the two water things closest to it, in the corners, as it were. And once the water's drained away, we've got a nice little thing to burn away. Mag's just setting himself on fire, because he thinks he's made of wool, I think. So you kind of jump down here. I'm thinking, how are we going to survive the fall? But I think actually water does come down once you activate these things, and you can swim back up again. I think we have to lob the lighter on here. I think Mag actually lobs a red piece of wool, but that's the lighter gone. So we've carried the lighter through all of this, and we've just given it away to solve this puzzle. So technically we should have a lighter. Me and Mag fighting for rights to swim up the water right now. It's quite difficult again because you're going against the flow. I'm getting punched by something. I don't know what's going on there. I think I'm drowning already. So we've opened the door. Another couple of little elevator levery button things. And we head on to the next test, which should be test 14, if my counting is correct. I don't know whether it's quadridecaphobia. You'd be scared of
the
them
next
14?
test
I
is
don't
a
know.
lot of fun for me. These pressure plates will give you a shock of 200,000 volt every time you step on it when there's a red color on the wall. Don't try to jump over or injure these plates, you won't succeed. Power rolls neither work. Try some more.
So you can see on above the door at the back you've got a red wool and a green wool alternating. When the green wool's on, you can gotta run across the pressure plates. The doors are open at the moment. I will point that out. And I'm doing fine. I'm doing perfectly alright all by myself here. Almost there. Just gotta wait one more. Oh, they're closed. Mag. Doing this a little bit derpily. So if you fail, you have to kind of come back here and reset them. One thing we didn't realise was if you get through the puzzle all the way, there's a door back, so you don't actually both have to do the puzzle at all. And I'm doing quite well. I can double jump across these. Or not double jump, long jump. But as you can see, the piston system for switching them on and off kind of broke on us, so we had to resort to violence to get our way through. And over here, you have to get both people through. There's a little corridor on the other side of there next to Mag. You can see that's how you would have got around if only one player got through the door. So you don't end up trapped, as it were. Mag's just blowing everything up. And then you get to the other side and open the doors. So, test 15. Woohoo! I'm being
I was
punched
dreaming
by
about
Mag.
pork chop sandwiches last night, alone. Those look delicious. Too bad I'm not able to eat them. I should give test subjects these sandwiches because sandwich is perfect fuel for doing tests. But you don't deserve them. You are too annoying.
So here's another puzzle that is incredibly glitchy on multiplayer. One player jumps through the hole that you've just burnt with the blocks that technically I suppose you shouldn't have the lighter anymore. Maybe there's another block you could have thrown on that pressure plate before. But either way, I have to, because I'm on this side, I have to kind of like Why did I give him wool? I think I gave him wool so he could make a bridge. But I have to press this button, and Mag has to jump through that door, which he successfully did, and then I have to wait for him to press the button and do the same thing, and you have to do this like 5 or 6 times. So, because we're bugging out quite a lot, we need to open the doors for communication so we can hear each other here. Mag's lagging out, poor guy. So once he starts opening the door, I try and jump through. I have one go at it and I fail, and I'm like, okay, we're not doing this. This is way too hard. So once again, Mag gets out the TNT. I find a secret little passageway down here, so this has led to another little secret room. Excuse me, I had to burp there. Lots of things in here, lots more codes. I'm thinking maybe these codes don't mean anything, so I'm kind of ignoring them. Just thinking it's like just little portal references, so we can ignore those. So this is what this entire place looks like once it's been destroyed by TNT. Sadly, that's not the end of the puzzle. You have to jump on top of this little trapdoor thing that's placed on the wall once both players get to the end, and you kind of jump and activate it so you can stand on the edge of it, and then what you have to do is open a couple of trapdoors above your head here so you can jump across the next like little thing. Luckily Mag didn't actually explode all of these things, so I could actually get across. I fell off there, so I had to come back. And then there's another little trapdoor jumping puzzle on this side. Just make sure you right click the right trapdoor, jump across, and as you can see you'll be able to close all these trapdoors again and make your way back across the room. So this part is fairly easy. It's just the jumping part with the laggy pistons, redstone things. As you can see, I made it across. Mag decided to blow up some more of the challenge room to make him make his way up. I think he actually built a tower out of TNT to get up there, and then decided to set it on fire as we were leaving. So I'm moaning about Magazine's anger issues right now, but that's all behind us. On to test 16. Let's do this.
The next test is a big glass maze of twisty little passages, all alike. Don't get confizzled.
So yeah, a glass maze. Luckily in Minecraft, glass mazes kind of break a little bit. If you look at, because I'm finding my way through here fairly easily. I can see the dead ends where they're coming up. If you look at the floor, you can kind of see. If you look at the floor through the walls, the glass walls, you can see the path on the floor, which is quite useful because you can tell if you're coming up towards a dead end, and you can see kind of where the path lays out short distances in front of you. After a while, it gets difficult to see. But I'm waving my hand around here. Why am I waving my hand around? You can't see me waving my hand around. In real life, I mean, not in the game. But that's the way I'm kind of making my way through this. There's a section above this, there's a second floor with a huge red trail, a trail of red wool, and we set it on fire, but it didn't seem to do anything. I thought it might kind of like be the route you have to take through the maze, but I can't figure out how it helps. Whether one player can go up there, burn the wool, or I don't know what happens. Maybe it opens up a hole in the ceiling or something, and the light comes down, you can see where you're supposed to go, or I don't know whether one person follows the red wool up there. But either way, I hit that lever and it opens something. This is the path I was talking about at the top, but I'm not entirely sure what use it is. It looks like it's the path I took, but it looks like mirror imaged, if that makes any sense, because it looks like it's going the wrong way. I might just be getting confused. But anyway, on to the next little section. Thanks for the apple, Mag. It's fairly simple. Once you get the hang of going around that maze, you can look at the floor and kind of see where you're going to go. So it's just a maze. A maze is a maze. Everyone knows how to go through mazes. Anyway,
Another test about speed.
test 17.
Show me your moves.
Oh no, not this test. Okay, this test is... We gave up on this test. I'll give you that. We absolutely gave up on this test. Mainly because we broke it at the end. We took way too many tries doing it. We must have broke the redstone somehow. Being on multiplayer, how redstone's kind of glitchy way back then. What we have to do. I think we each have to hit one of these levers. We hit the lever. Here we're trying it, so doing it like half each, but at the end we figured out we both had to do it at the same time. Both of you have to hit the lever, turn around, jump up those steps, hit the button on the wall in front of you, this one, and then hit the button on the wall behind you. But and you see the redstone torches light up for a split second. I think one thing we chose, we broke the kind of things to make you come up. These things, I think they stopped working after this try here. So we put some wool in so we could actually jump up there and get down quickly. And even sprinting and running and trying to do it as fast as we couldn't get them to light up at the same time. We could not do it fast enough. I don't know whether that's because it was on a server and it was just lagging out too much, but it was so tricky for us, we eventually gave up. I think we blew a hole in the wall with TNT, as you do. So we give it a couple more shots, and then we actually figure out what we're supposed to do. Right here, we're still guessing. I'm kind of getting on. Like I'm saying, I'm not even sure this is possible. I'm thinking that, you know, it cannot possibly be that hard, can it? That you have to hit the lever, run up the stairs, hit the button, run back down the stairs, and hit the other button. That's impossible. Okay, we didn't use red wool. Those things got stuck, and they didn't retract. That's all good. So we've got these little stairs here stuck out now. And I explained to Mag what we've got to try and do. So we both try and do it. And it just doesn't work. We cannot do it fast enough. We try it, I don't know, we must have tried it 10 times. Mag was saying, he was really into this. He was saying, just one more time, we can get this. And I'm thinking, I turn around and look at the light, and I see it's not even on when I get down there. So it's absolutely crazy. At the end of the day, we blow a hole in the wall, and that's the end of it. It's just not working for us. We're doing the best we can. So TNT, come to our rescue. I think. Maybe. Okay, we're kind of just staring blankly now. Mag's asking, what now? I think he knows the truth of what's next. So I'm looking, seeing if I can actually get the timing right, even on my side. Mag knows what to do. He's well trained. Put some TNT down, blow a hole in the wall. Problem solved. Well, anyway, I put a TNT block up there so it activates when Mag hits the second button. Doesn't really destroy much of the wall, so Mag put some more TNT down. And there we go. That's that problem kind of solved. So here we have a bit of a trouble because Mag's blown such a big hole in the floor we couldn't actually get across. So we had to build a bridge out of the iron blocks we punched out. I think Mag kills himself in a moment. It might be on a later test, I don't know. Anyway, on to the next test. There we go. Mag's kind of teleported himself to me, and he's inside of here. So, yep, get your own elevator. This is mine. So I'll see you in the next video where we'll have test 18. Till then, take care. See you soon. Goodbye.